This isn't the usual. It's not the same old, same old. It's an adventure. A chance to rediscover excitement. To remember what your heart beats louder for. This isn't the usual. It's so much more. Your experience starts at OntarioRacing.com.
I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update. Horseman Ake Svanstedt moved from Sweden to the USA in 2014. And from Sebastien K to Six Pack, the horses on his roster have made a huge impression on racing in North America. So what youngsters should we be looking for that are added to his powerhouse stable? We're going to find out in Twos in Training. Joining us is Ole Nielsen, who is one of the second trainers for the Svanstedt Stable. First of all, you are not Swedish, you're Danish. So what's the story? How did you come to America?
I come over here to work. I get an offer for a job, so I hook up with the Swedish guys and try to learn some stuff from them. They are really good, so yeah.
Did you grow up in harness racing?
My family owned a few horses when I was a kid, and then I was actually riding, but yeah, it was more excited with the racing, so then it goes that way. And then I was in Norway and worked there, and yeah, it just get more and more into the racing.
So you've just been here for a couple years, and you've been with the Svanstedt Stable though the whole time, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So first of all, we're going to start off with some of the horses that we're familiar with before we get into our 2-year-olds. Ice Attraction, great mare, and how is she coming back this year? She's actually, I think, going to be 5, right, in 2019?
Yeah, she's going to be 5, and, you know, we're going to, of course, she's in the toughest division, and she's supposed to be one of the best mares, and she really is that. She had a little problem last summer, in the middle of the summer, with she was a little allergic to some stuff, so we found out that a little late, unfortunately, but after we start treating for that helped her a lot, so hopefully she's going to be a little sharper actually this year, and she's a really nice horse.
How about the 4-year-old, the now 4-year-old Plunge Blue Chip, who was extraordinary in her sophomore year, a sub-150 trotting mile?
You know, she's really good too, and she's probably going to be in the same races or some that we're going to probably start her off a little softer and then get a little harder in the middle of the season. But yeah, it's always difficult to be 4 years old, but she could handle it, you know, when she look at the way she had been racing.
Oh, she was huge last year. And of course, Six Pack, the Dan Patch Award winner, 3-year-old trotter who is the fastest 3-year-old trotter of all time.
Yeah, he's just amazing. You don't only see one of those horses one time in your life, I think. So he's going to do the same as Result did. He's going to start out in the graduate and after that take the step up to the Open, and hopefully he's good enough to be in there.
All right, now we're going to move on to our freshman class here. First of all, we want to mention a couple pacers, which is kind of something new with the Svanstedt Stable. Maybe had a pacer before, but now you're getting a little more serious about the pacing game?
Yeah, we have a few pacers before, but that have been tried to find nice horses who was maybe a little cheap and see just to learn. It's difficult, you know. Everybody from Scandinavia think it's easy just to throw on hobbles and go, but it's not that easy. So I guess Ake think he learns a little bit now, and we actually brought 2. So far they look good, you know, and it was a little more pricey than else. So it's going to be exciting to see how that's going to work out.
Yeah, definitely. So now we will talk about the trotters, and first we got to start out with the Sebastien Ks, right? First crop Sebastien Ks this year. Very exciting. Saint Sebastian, we'll talk about him first.
Yeah, he's a very good looking horse. He looks a little bit like his father actually. He's a little up with the head and have a little the same style. So he's looking good so far. So yeah.
How do you like Harley K, another Sebastien K?
He's a little different horse to look at. He's a little smaller and a little more the heavy type of a horse, but he's a good breeded horse, and he was a little green in the beginning, but he's stepping up now, and for me he looks better and better for every training.
How about Habanero K? Is he pepper hot like his name is?
She's not as hot as the name, that's for sure, but she's a nice homebred actually. That's Knudsen Trotting, the owner for Sebastian, own her, and she's a homebred and out of a muscle mass, man. She's actually looking really good.
Are you kidding me? The next one we want to talk about, $105,000 purchase, and this is a muscle mass.
Yeah, he's a nice horse. He's like a really good friend. He's so nice with everything you do with him, and he's looking good on the track now and do everything you ask for and never make any mistakes. So he's looking like a nice horse so far.
What about the other muscle mass that we're going to talk about? And it's Words Matter. How do you like that one?
I really like him too. He's a much bigger horse and a little more heavy, but he's doing everything you ask for. And both muscle muscle is really friendly to be around and work with. So it's nice horses to have in the barn.
Now the next one, $275,000, Gangster Hanover. Oh, actually, yes, it's Gangster. I was going to say Gangsta Hanover because that's how I roll, but it's actually Gangster Hanover.
Yeah, no, he's really nice. He's a Father Patrick, but he's a very calm horse. He's, some Father Patrick can maybe be a little, shake a little in the head and grab the bit but he's a really, really nice horse to be around, and he's a perfect sized horse and have a very nice gait and do everything you ask for. So hopefully he's worth that money. I think so. That looks like that right now.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good news. We're going to move on to some Chapter 7s, and we've got Third Shift here. Another pricey one, $235,000.
Yeah, he was a little expensive too, but he actually reminded a little bit about Six Pack. He's a large horse and a little heavy horse, and he's not clumsy, but he's not. Six Pack was a little like that when he was a baby too. He don't look so much. He do his job and don't do so much else, and he's a little the same Third Shift. There's no bad things to say about him. He's doing his job, but he's don't shining out like a star right now. But he's doing his job, and he looked like one of the best we have also, so you know what I mean? But he's never the one you sit behind and say, whoa, and turn around after, but he's a nice horse, he's a really nice horse.
How about 7 Times a Lady?
Well, she's a small mare, she's not that big, but she have a little problem in the beginning, but she's really stepping up now, and she's looking as good as a lot of the other ones, so we're actually really happy with her now. She is not the biggest horse, but I think she actually have a good head. She's a tough little girl.
We're going to top off this list with the favorite. Well, at least it's your favorite, right? It's Coventry Hall. You got a lot to say about this one, so I'm going to just let you take over.
No, I don't know, but he's my favorite. It was some guys from Denmark come over when at the sale in Lexington, and they end up buying him. They really love him, and he's actually the most expensive horse a Danish man have purchased on an auction. So in that way, he's a little special. But he's looking good. Everybody thinks he's looking good. For me, he's looking the best, but who knows that? But he's a nice horse, that's for sure.
So I want to figure out what's going on at the Svanstedt Stable, who's jogging who, and I said, who is jogging Coventry Hall? Everybody points right over to Ole. That's it. Nobody's allowed to touch him except him, Now, he uses the excuse that the owners are Danish, so since he's Danish, he should be jogging, but I just think he has a special fondness for the horse, and he is really got a great personality too, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. He's a little. He likes to bite a little and play around, but I really like him. It's just, and it's known as Danish, and we talk together 2 times a week to hear. They're really excited. They're coming over now to look at him. So, you know what I mean. I need to like him. He just needs to be good. Otherwise, it's a lot of people coming after me.
Now, I hear him talking about him, and now I'm getting excited, so he's one of my new favorites, too. Thank you so much for being on the show, and continued success. I cannot wait to see you in the winner's circle in 2019.
No, I'll see you there. Thank you.
I love hearing about the upcoming freshmen of 2019. Thank you so much to the Svanstedt Stable for having us. I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update.
Harness Racing Update is the sport's most comprehensive and trusted news source and the fastest growing publication in the game. HRU has you covered with award-winning features and commentary from some of the sport's best writers. Stellar photography, race news, results, entries, handicapping, and video replays. The industry's most comprehensive sales results and Harness Racing's best reader feedback section. And it's all delivered free of charge to your email box multiple times each week. See why HRU is the most trusted news source of the sport's most important people from all facets of the industry. Subscribe today for free. To subscribe, just go to harnessracingupdate.com and then click subscribe for free.